Hey there, welcome along to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program Part 5. Yes, I have successfully managed to count now. So this is Part 5 of my Kerbal Space Program series. First of all, we have a few Kerbal dollars, whatever they're called. So let's see what we can do upgrade-wise. Got a few people floating around. Can we... What missions do we have available? Okay, let's do that one. Okay, it looks like we can do the thud testing. And let's spend some of those science points that we have. We've got 57. What are we going to get? We're still testing that, so let's not get that one. Stability enhancer maybe. Tend to think that our best option in a career is the basic science. I think we need more science. Seems like science is kind of important to us at this point, so let's see what we can build here. We should go and check just actually new plan. Maybe we should upgrade. Eventually I will get the hang of this. What we want to do is potentially upgrade our vehicle assembly building, which is going to give us more parts, and so we go from 30 to 255 parts. That's not bad. Let's have a look at our launch pad. I think increasing the size of our vessel might actually be a better option at this point. Then, okay, we can afford to upgrade that as well. Okay, now we've got our two contracts, which are radial mount parachute above Kerbal. Should not be too difficult for us. We'll make sure that we complete both our missions. First we put that out. Mark 2R radial mount, that should not be too difficult to have 3 of those. Let's just have 2 of those. Which will hopefully be okay. We only need to get to maximum of 11,000 meters and quite slow, so, and we need to test our thud liquid fuel engine again, this time splashed down, so only a small fuel tank, and let's have 3 thuds. Think that should be pretty adequate. Let's see if we can slide some sciencing in here. Try, and we'll have 3 of those. Not going to bother with radio things. I'll put a don't know why it's doing that. Okay, well, put those 3 on there anyway. We won't take a Science Junior because we're not going very far. Okay, so it needs to be... Okay, what's the problems here? Apparently the hatch is obstructed, which isn't really that surprising. Let's put those out there, see if that fixes that problem. Alright, nothing concerning about this vessel, that's good. Okay, we're testing the thud splashdown, we've got parachutes, we should be fine. Right, here we go. Checking, let's open that. We don't want to go too fast. Right, let's launch in 3, 2, 1. There we go. We tested our parachutes. Once we splash down, then we will have successfully tested our Jebediah looks a little bit suspect, but he'll be okay. I have faith in Jebediah. There we go. Our engines are floating down. They'll splash down successfully, which will give us our pass. Okay, we've got more money. I like that. We need as much money as we can possibly get, so we can build bigger, better, faster, stronger, more capable spacecraft. We've updated our launch pad, we've updated our assembly building. Both of these are good. Just have to wait for our spacecraft to splash down. Not too far away now. For we land and it will be all good. We've got a temperature scan, which means that we're likely to be reasonably successful. Another 16 science. Okay, so is there anything else we can upgrade to? We need 45, we've only got 31, so no. Okay, we can't upgrade our R&D department. Can we update mission control? Not quite yet. Okay, we need to update our astronaut complex so we can do some EVAs. Probably also need to update mission control, because mission control will give us the ability to have more missions at a time. Let's test the Terrier. And okay, that seems fairly simple and straightforward. Okay, it doesn't want to let me have that one. Oh, that's because I've got two already. What? What didn't I successfully do there? I'm confused. Okay, maybe I needed to test it at splashdown, so land in the water, then test the engine. That's fine, not a problem for us. We have mad skills. I'm just going to stick that on there, and we're going to put a... what are we doing? So in both cases, apparently they want us to test them splash down. We're going to change our plan here somewhat. Okay, and I want our Terrier. Those. Okay, now we want another one. We want something to actually get us off the ground. We'll just go with a hammer. There we go. Now, is there anything wrong? No. This could be a small technical problem, but we'll see. Actually, no, we don't want to do that, do we? Because we want to only test them splash down. Okay. In theory, that means we just have to take off, get to the water, test the engines. Doesn't seem too difficult. Let's see what we can do. 3, 2, 1, back! a little bit concerned about this. We seem to be coming down reasonably fast, and our engines, especially the sticky out ones, might not survive. If not, we'll revert and we'll put another parachute in. Here we go. Yep. Okay, the plan worked reasonably well, but we didn't factor in that much weight. Since we're only testing, do we actually need... Let's get rid of that, we don't actually need it. Again, we probably don't need that either. We've got our thrust to get us off the ground, then that breaks, then these we're waiting until we're splashed down to test. Actually, in this case, we want the parachutes to go before those engines, don't we? Okay. Quick change around and we'll see how we go. Okay. Very strange test. Take 2. Here we go. Are you all ready? Hold on to your seats. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. We're out over the water. Reasonable way out over the water. We can turn our RCS off. Drop our parachutes, which will hopefully slow us down quite nicely. Want to try and be under about 6 meters a second when we land on the water this time. Still, we don't seem to be travelling quite as slow as I'd like. I guess we are carrying quite a lot of weight. Maybe we'll ditch the goo canisters and put a 3rd radial parachute on. We won't do it in symmetry mode because otherwise it starts blocking the door, and I'm guessing that's probably not good. But hopefully, at least we're a bit slower this time, so I'm hoping that our spacecraft will at least survive. Won't lose its engines. Maybe as we approach the surface, we'll get a little bit more cushioning. Seems to be coming down quite quickly. It's not so good. Slower, slower, slower. at this point I realised that I don't actually have a second set of parachutes to try and stop me, so we're going to cancel that there. Right. I'm going to revert to launch. I might need to revert to we're going to set the thrust limiter on that for 1. It's for and the thrust limiter on that for 1. Oh, let's say half. And this one, thrust limiter to half. And the thrust limiter on this one to half. Right. Third time lucky, they say. So let's see what we can do here. I really don't need that, but okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, pop. Okay, we're not too far away from this mission control. I'm guessing a couple of kilometers. Shouldn't be too bad, and as soon as we hit the water we can test our engines. They're on very minimal thrust, so hopefully that will mean that we don't actually even get out of the water. But we'll find out what happens in a few seconds. What we will do is my finger's sitting over the thrust release key. So if it turns out we do leave the water, I'm just going to drop the thrust to 0, and hopefully we won't have enough thrust that we actually damage anything when we land back in the water. Okay, the ground effect does seem to slow us down a little bit, but not a lot. Okay, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Why did we crash that time? As I said, if we did that, I would just ditch these. Put a third radial mount. Now it's all gone strange here. Right. It's not the one I wanted though. Put that one in there. This one up here. While we're here, set our thrust limiters to 1. Okay, all the thuds should be set to 1. They are. The terrier is also set to 1. We're going to set the gimbal limit on this to 10 degrees. Because we don't really want swinging around a lot. Cool. So that should all be under control. Set our gimbal limit on this one as well. In fact, let's just lock our gimbals on this. Although that might not give us a good test, so... Okay. Changing my mind, I'm going to leave the gimbals fully free. Right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, lie down on the floor and keep calm. It's time to fly. Fly! There we go. We are falling correctly. These things do not seem to be slowing me down at all. Hopefully the ground effect will drop it a little bit more to say about 6.6, 6.5, which I think should be good enough to have our sticky out bits survive. It's quite surprising. I would have thought that having that many parachutes, even with the weight that we have, should slow us down a lot more than it is. Okay, 6.7, 6.8, 7, 8. This is still a little concerning. And we successfully tested our engines. Yes. But no science. Okay. We've got no active contracts, which is good. Let's have a look at this. Okay, we have to haul a terrier a long way into the air. In fact, I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to put a break in here. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time, and thank you for choosing to watch my videos. Of course, if you like what you see, or even if you don't, please like and subscribe anyway. I'm sure things will get better. Feel free to make a comment, multiple comments if you like. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. Catch you later. Bye.